people.
Blue blood? Oh, like in Detroit Become Human.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
have blue
yeah,
blood.
yeah, they do. They're synthetics.
I bleed.
They're synthetic. Can you believe it's that day and I forgot?
I
should have.
believe.
Yeah.
You should have known.
I should have known.
I am colorblind, so that's
yeah, you
my
can't read the
excuse.
calendar right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't read the calendars. Everybody knows you can't read calendars.
You can't read calendars.
if you're colorblind.
Yeah, true. Hey everybody, welcome back to Wayward 7, our very special, and definitely we knew today was... We planned this. We planned that today was July 4th. We knew this. We knew this all along, honestly, and if you think otherwise, well, you're not American. Anyway, my name is Will Forever Deem as always, and this is episode 131.
Yeah, sure is.
Woo,
Good job.
Pew, pew, pew. Anyway, you know what?
What's up?
Audience, gaze
Your
upon
flag is half
our celebration.
Yeah,
this is it. This is all we can find.
Every anything related to America.
What do we got? Line it up for us.
I mean, yeah, I think it mostly speaks for itself.
Yeah.
I do
football.
I wasn't allowed to bring fireworks in the studio, but this is our firework. Brace yourself.
Yep.
All right. We're gonna count in. It's gonna happen. This is gonna be a firework.
There's
all right.
Pencil one.
Can you go ahead?
All right.
The girls are racing.
All right. In 3. It's gonna be a fire. It's because I don't have fireworks. So this is.
Yeah.
This is the fireworks.
Yeah,
So this is what I'm gonna do. 3.
You gotta run after
2.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah. Running start.
Back it up, Terry. And that's America.
That's it.
I'm not even connecting that to you subscribing.
Who made that amazing flag?
I did. I made this, and
Really?
I colored it appropriately.
Yeah, I can tell.
You know what else is really American? Stolen art.
Stolen art, stolen
That's
ballads.
British.
Hey.
That's mostly
That's
British.
British
is
is
Stolen
also
art is very British.
Stolen
and that's
art.
the ones we're free from.
There we go.
Amen, brother. All right, well, thank you, Ethan. Subscribe if you.
If you love America.
Yeah.
If you're or if you don't either.
We're pretty accepting.
Don't we have international viewers?
I'm gonna be honest. I like America because that's where I live.
That's true.
I like it because of
Leave a
that.
comment. Tell us what country do you live in.
We have a large Australian
that's
viewing.
right.
We love Australia.
Love Australia.
All right, girls.
The only American thing I could find was my cowboy hat.
Do I want to catch this?
I don't want to catch it. It's gonna hit my face.
It going long.
Nice catch. 20 points for Gryffindor.
You know what's also American?
Inspiration.
Supporting your fellow
Nice.
American brethren and following us on social media at the Wayward 7 on Instagram and TikTok.
My brother's not American.
Then you know what? In the spirit of friendship, follow us.
God, thank you.
The big questions.
I know we're not a political channel. We don't do anything, but I do love how that little head was just sitting there. Nobody said a damn word. It's like, yeah, he's just here.
He's just here.
Where did you get it?
Unfortunately.
Who the hell made that?
I grew up with it.
Really? You've always had it?
I've had it since I was a child.
That's incredible.
25 years ago.
Tell you what,
I thought it was 57.
we're gonna hear this amazing story, and the rest of you are gonna watch the intro.
Eclipse. Shadows in the falling light, a fate eclipse pulling me tight. I'm reaching out but slipping away, can't keep the tide at bay. Running out of endless time, falling out of our storyline. Every heartbeat echoes loud in the dust left in the ground. Sun dips low and shadows creep, dreams we swore we tried to keep. But the night calls pulls me close, through the dark I'm chasing ghosts. Fading eclipse, the final sign, running out of endless time. Running out of endless time, falling out of a storyline. Every heartbeat echoes loud in the dust left in the ground.
Dobson over here. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
What
Hey,
do you know eating?
Don't get cheap
Everyone.
on me, Dobson.
So,
I don't know what that
they
meant.
have decorated the rest of the set, at least on the boys' side, so.
Yeah, we're gonna stay.
Last time we left off, the party returned to the city of Mythril, announced this time, and prepared. Khallies welcomed them in the upper towers of Mythril Keep. She guided them downstairs where an impromptu hot tub party was had, where they decompressed, told her of their adventures, and relaxed. Washed off all the blood Icarus and oil everybody else. And Icarus.
I also had oil.
Yeah, true.
I had plenty of oil.
Yeah. But
Plenty of oil.
for the most part. Sorry. Anyway, so that being said, the party had some time to kill before they could speak to Admiral Lydia to retrieve their ship that they had adventured to get. And so they spent it to shop. And shop they did. They've spent hundreds of thousands. I don't know how much they spent. Probably what would you guys say? Like what?
I don't
300,000?
At
About
least
300,000?
maybe
Yeah.
more.
Everything that they've saved up until this point.
I still have money saved.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you do, and I hope you do. God forbid you guys cannot afford the hotel tonight, because you spent it on a stick and some robes. But
I got some nice.
with that being said, you have all reconvened at sunset in front of Mythril Keep. Khallies is waiting for you where she waves hi. So, the council should be finishing up, but if you want, we can probably go catch the tail end of the negotiations or whatever they're doing.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
So, following her inside, the guards open the gate for her, and the rest of you follow. You are led down a side room to where, up on the balconies, you can view council hearings going on. There are some spectators, but for the most part, you gauge that this is mostly a private affair. The few that are in here are either worthy of knowing or have paid to be worthy of knowing. But as you look on, Nastani, you recognize Zinhar, the emissary to your country. As this, he seems to be in a more unfavorable state. He's not one to get mad or rush off into things, as is his job, being he who converses with all other countries and negotiates everything. But he seems to be in the middle of a pleading statement as his desperation is growing with the council. The council members gather around on their half-moon table. You notice head councilwoman Johari leaning back in her chair, listening very intently, while the others are in a mixture of states. Some of them seem apprehensive, some of them seem a bit more unconcerned, but regardless, Zinhar continues. Mithril's prosperity was built on the bones of the states of territories. I remember when your homes were flooded, burned, blighted, ripped from the earth, your lands scarred by the architect's madness. Who came to you when your walls crumbled? Who sent their finest warriors to bleed beside you to ensure your survival? And as a few of the council members start muttering amongst themselves, Arxar answered your call without hesitation. King Galad and every soldier he could muster, because it was right, because of our history, because it was necessary, because we believed in standing together against such greater evils. Now King Galad is missing, and Arxar stands at the brink. I do not demand your aid, I only ask you to honor our history as we once honored yours. As he kind of waits, you see Councilwoman Johari lean forward a bit, but another council member speaks up. We recognize your plea, Envoy Zinhar, but Arxar's enemies are legion, should these beliefs be true. Mythril has barely rebuilt in the short time that we've had. Sending aid now would undo everything, possibly. We have families to protect ourselves, not to mention, this is leagues away, on another continent. As Zinhar straightens his robe. And so did we. We lost thousands defending your land, yet not one Arxan soldier retreated.
They stood, fought, died for your people they did not even know, because King Galord believed in a shared future. Another council member. We are not to bind to our debt, but another war. We surely barely survived the first. And if Arksar should fall, despite our help, should Mythril risk our people's lives again? Especially on such mysterious claims. There are no certainties of where your king has gone or where who or what has taken him. Sending a legion to Arksar would be a sign to others. Zenhard continues. If Arksar falls, who do you think stands next in line? Do you think your gates will hold forever? The architect has shown us that once already that even one nation is not enough. He's shown us that there are forces to be reckoned with and to reckon. Isolation is not a strength. Unity is. I ask for your answer on the morrow. But remember, if we fall, Mythril will be alone. Thank you for your time. I look forward to our next meeting tomorrow. That he gives a very polite bow.
Can I applaud? Does this seem like
Sure, if you'd like to. Yeah.
Does it seem like an appropriate setting?
Does Icarus applaud?
Are there other people applauding? Or is it
Are there
more
other
like a-
people here?
There are other people there, yeah.
I think I do.
Okay, you applaud and like
Sonny.
a few others kind of like join in, make a Christmas check.
$13.
13. Yeah, a couple others, but quietly dies down. As Zenhar kind of glances up to the clapping, sees you for turning and heading out with the rest of the Arkson envoys who have come with him. Khallies goes, you know that guy, right?
Yes, that's he's the ambassador in the country.
Yeah.
He kind of like my uncle.
Do you need to go talk to him?
Your actual uncle? No, not my actual uncle. Like a
I don't know this.
Close family friend.
I keep doing this.
Well, I think she'd still ask her because she doesn't know.
Sure.
So she's like, "How do you have so many? It doesn't even look like you." If I can.
Yeah, they should be outside.
Okay, I'm gonna go find Zenhar.
Yeah. Are you guys all going?
I guess. Yeah.
Sure.
I want our ship.
True. That's up. Yeah. So, if some of you would like to go talk to Zenhar, you may.
I want
to go.
I'm just gonna follow Khalees's lead.
We can stay in and.
Yeah. Khallies will lead you to go speak to him if you wish. So,
Well,
Nastani's going.
I think I
Is
just
he-
wait inside.
Is he? Let's speak with the council first.
I can take you to the what's the emissary if you need to.
I can. We have.
I mean, he's right there if you just want to go talk to him. You see,
You
there's
can go talk to him.
people.
We'll take care of the
The
airship.
crowds at the bottom have kind of dispersed and are talking amongst themselves now, but on the lower floors.
Okay, I'm gonna go speak to Zenhar and then I'll come back and.
Sure. So while you guys look for the admiral, Nastani goes down to speak to Zenhar. Vidissa will join you. So, as you approach, my, if it isn't the most troublesome girl in all of Arksar. How have you been?
I have been better. I am cleaner now than I was yesterday.
This is good. It smells like you recently bathed.
Yes. I hug him.
Yeah. Pulls you in. Big warm hug. Kind of look a bit taller.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I did just get these new boots.
They're very nice.
Thank you. Are they not aiding us with... Do they not believe you?
Looks over to the council members who are kind of discussing amongst themselves. You walk off to the side, kind of around a spot closer to the door, and you watch as he kind of waves his finger, and the voices around become a lot quieter. Just a bit of privacy for this discussion. You know, when I came here, I thought this would be a shoo-in. Surely, those decades ago, we came to do the same thing. We honored an old history pack. But of course, these are not the same people. This is the council that was back when the States of Territories was ruled by a king, and we were honoring their crown. So I thought perhaps this would be a more successful run, as smooth, but we've been here for a few days, deliberating.
Wasn't Councilwoman Johari active in the war?
Yes, many of them were. Many of the council members were either amongst the ranks or have seen it, but I believe it is coming to the issue of the newer council members who are struggling to see the relations. There's a few that have been irking me.
I don't know if there's much I can do to help, especially considering my status now. But Councilwoman Johari, her daughter, Khallies, fought with us up there.
Yes, and I believe the councilwoman can see our side. However, I do think that the issue comes in that this is a council. Everyone must, or at least majority must, agree to this.
What do they not agree with? Do they just not... Do they need proof? I mean...
There are worries that bringing war to Mythril could be devastating, as Mythril is a city-state. It is not as strong as a country, and what aid it can provide, it has few resources of. That being said, their ships, their naval capabilities are the strongest resource, as well as their technological development. However, due to the lack of size to it all, to their expanse, I believe that they're hesitant to do much other than to sit like a turtle, which is understandable. We take very similar stances on many, many things.
Is there not knowledge they could give us? Or even just sparing one ship to help evacuate our citizens? Is there nothing?
We don't know what we need, is the issue. Your brother has sent me here to garner favor with the council, and while he's attempting to figure things out, he and Ares will update me as soon as they give me a direct insight onto what I need. At the moment, I'm currently locked in between trying to garner favor for a request I do not perfectly conceive. So, what they have told me is that Galad has gone missing, and that we need to find him. So,
do you know the truth of what happened with
I have been told everything in confidence by Ares, as far as she knows. If there's anything I'm missing...
Well, there was a shrouded figure. He called himself the King in Yellow, I believe.
All right.
And he summoned Father up to the ship, and...
So is this a cult, or country, or... What adversary is this?
As far as we're aware, it's a cult. We're fighting against three major beings, as it seems. We're fighting fiends, we're fighting automatons, we're fighting the undead.
And your names that you have for them are?
Prayer's Guardia.
All right.
She is one of the major names that we are fighting against.
Yes.
Kenzoku. From Mizumi we are fighting against, although he is publicly known to be dead. We have seen him alive as recent as yesterday, day before.
You've seen him?
Not myself, but Khriss.
Would I be allowed to share such information with the council?
Yes, I would be. If there's any information I can give, I don't know if me giving it personally will help, but I can say that with my own eyes, I watched Galad disappear, and after speaking with a Sir Kinhad, Myandros,
Kinzoku's alive.
Yes.
This brings into question one of the council members who has been detesting many of my pleads used to have close ties to him. The Minister of Commerce and Trade, Belthorvarus, was tightly knit with the trade of automatons back and forth. He has been one of the largest protesters now that you mention Kinzoku's name.
Kenzoku, we have fought with him before. The onslaught against Ralkanfar, those were his machines. The warships, the automatons, they were all his. His signature was all over all of it. We even saw evidence of that in his manner before he blew it up.
Well, I am suspect to some of these council members. I believe them not to be acting of their own free volition or that of the people.
I trust Councilwoman Johari.
I do too. But Johari does not have the ability to override.
The rest of the council, yes. I understand how the council works.
If I had to guess, some of them might be delaying this retribution. Now, it could be for good reason. I'm not saying that there is foul play at hand, but I have never been fronted with such stubbornness from Mythril.
As I was saying of my speaking with Kinhad, he believes that Father was taken to the Vale in return for something of equal strength.
And the veil is...
You don't know what the Vale is.
Well, Ares mostly deals with the magic. She might have told me, but
The Vale...
I'm more of political negotiation.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a way to summarize the Vale. Because I'm like, the Vale is the Vale.
Obviously.
It's out of time, and it was used to trap primordial gods.
Yes.
Big scary is what I'm hearing.
Yes, big
Extra
scary.
dimensional.
Yes, if I'm correct.
North my field of specialty.
Was in history, was Numos sent to the Vale?
After talking to Akal, I would say Khriss could have shared that, sure.
I mean, it was even used to hold such great powers.
So we know where he is. This is excellent.
That is the theory.
And he's alive.
He's alive. I gave him
Excellent.
my Kefra amulet before he left. Before he was sent away.
I don't know if I can use that, but the fact that he's alive, or potentially alive, and we know of a location could help my cause here.
But the concerning part is that they are trading out things of equal strength to what they are putting in the Vale. That is what we are surmising. Is what they were doing. So, something of equal strength to Father?
Your father is worth a lot. Nations.
It's
Maybe
also
not nations.
what Father said. Hold on. I'm trying to find it because I have the quotes written somewhere. I just have to remember. Give me a second, guys.
I don't like that.
What's wrong with it?
It's my pencil. On America Day?
Father said to this cloaked figure, said, I was wondering, I hope you know how this ends. And they responded with, I do, and this is the beginning to the end.
Well, I'm going to level honesty with you that I have not before. Your father has sayings and does things that nobody can understand because of his future sight that he has as the king. So, if he said that, I trust that he knows what was going to happen and that everything will work out. I
I'm
hope.
just trying to relay the information I can,
Course,
especially since
yes.
I can't help you directly by being there to speak of my own experience, since I was on the ship when it was attacked and witnessed Paris, witnessed my father disappearing, and also Khriss, who is one of my other companions here, witnessed Kenzoku, seeing him alive 2 days ago.
You bring up Kenzoku again. You know, it is a shame that I am a part of nobility and cannot freely act as I wish to inside of these confines of this spectrum I find myself in. If only there was someone excommunicated, but still had some patriotism for our land, that could perhaps investigate something for me.
Badissa!
Whoa!
But this is not excommunicated.
Badissa actually almost became...
Medusa helped rebuild the city.
She also almost became princess of the underworld.
So.
You just believe Badissa is the princess, yeah.
They believe her to be the princess. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, on this discussion of council members and the sort of corruption that can fester within such things, and those who have ties to the people who seem to be in opposition, I would just say that a thorough investigation would be warranted of such parties.
On the parties who oppose in the council?
Perhaps.
And how,
Some who might have some ulterior means other than the people's will.
and how would this
We're having
fugitive
a party.
come
A tea
across these
party.
names?
Sorry. Well, everybody knows the council members, and everybody knows the most outspoken, and those underneath him.
Is that slimy little greaseball who interrupted when Councilwoman Johari was going to speak?
Aha, Johari has not spoken a word since these have begun.
Well, she leaned forward at one point, and then someone else spoke up, so I was automatically.
I take it she has a lot on her mind.
Probably.
But I would say there are hierarchies within the council. Some only go as others say. And when you hold a proper position, such as Minister of Commerce and Trade, perhaps
You said of what?
Minister of Commerce and Trade, perhaps you hold a little more sway within the council. That might lead to bureaucracy being a delay.
What was his name?
It was Belthor Barris.
I'm hearing there's a political figure that might need assassinated.
If only we knew a group of...
If only we knew an assassin!
or a group
This is what I've done all my life.
of accidental political assassins who may be wanted for it
Well.
in 8 countries.
Oh, thought we were talking about the literal assassin.
Both.
I mean,
Both.
I think this is something that a certain fugitive might definitely be able to do.
Well, if someone were to attempt to do this, it would of course be outside of the law, and I would never advise them to do such things. In
Exactly.
fact, I would say if they are not careful and of the utmost quiet, situations could become dire and strained, but I would never endorse such behavior.
And I'm such an angel, I would never do such thing. I have never committed a crime ever in my life.
Well, not
I wish I
not
was
as a
there.
citizen of our country, as you are not one.
Exactly.
But
That was my point.
if someone were to find evidence of bribery or perhaps illegal exportation or importation of goods, that could be clause enough to discredit certain opinions. But
Yes.
only if hard evidence were found.
Yes, and hard evidence can be difficult to come by.
Very typically kept safe in someone's home and their personal saves. But
Or in
it
the
is a
Rob
shame
people.
that such justice does not exist.
Give me a
They
baby.
got a nice invisibility.
I know, it's such a shame that not such a person exists who could, assist in this endeavor.
Yes, but it is so good to see you again.
It's been
Aww.
Well, I do hope you have an excellent rest of your day. I am going to go rest, have some tea, and think over my next argument.
We're going to go get a warship.
I'm not sure if you should be telling me that.
Not related to the conversation we just had.
No, we commissioned one. We have to go get
They let you do that.
Kind of. We have to go talk to Admiral Lydia about that. Anyway.
And another thing.
But I would never tell the emissary of my former country. Shut up. I would never tell him that.
Right. Well, I do hope you have a good day and safe travels. And, well, I should say my final meeting with the council will be tomorrow at high noon.
It's hot. Wait, where's the...
You have it on. Oh, the gun. There you go.
It's hot. Ow.
They make it look easier in the movie.
Well, then I shall be sure to be in attendance.
Well, I do hope so. It has been a pleasure. That he gathers the rest of his envoy and heads out. So, as Nastani joins the rest of you, those of you up on the balcony make perception checks.
Oh yeah, I can
Oh,
do that.
yes.
Hmm. 20.
Nice.
23.
Ooh, better.
I got you all beat.
What you got?
Oh, when I can do the math.
17 plus 6 is...
Do you got me?
That is not 24, nor does it beat Jack's number.
Oh, shoot. Wait, 17 plus 6?
6.
It's
Mhm.
23 still.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought we had the same
So-
modifier, that's why I said 24.
So, the two of you spot the groups of people intermingling. You see Nastani talk to Zenhar for a minute. The council members are discussing amongst themselves. Eventually, you do see the blue tiefling kind of walk up to Councilwoman Johari, whisper something to her, looks over her shoulder, and then stands up, heads out. Tiefling kind of looks at the others, walks away, but rejoins the crowd as she has stopped by. Several others and discussions are being had, but she's down there.
I mean, do we wait for her to come to us, or do we go to her?
I'll go to her.
We lurk.
Herb, you're lurking?
I'm just going up to her.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
Herb,
go.
you walk
I go up.
downstairs.
We go down, yeah.
The group of the million of you,
It's only like 6.
yeah, true, well, Xanath's there, I guess.
No, Xana's with her.
Oh, that's true. Xanath heard that entire conversation, that's crazy. You can't be serious. Do not! Are you going to break into somebody's house tonight? Alright. Not like I have a choice. I'll watch your back.
Said it. We'll take off
That's
your
the
jaw.
only place you can watch.
Don't say anything or else we won't kill you.
Damn it.
We're holding
My
your
lips are sealed.
If I had them. So,
As a reward, we might kill you.
So eventually, Johari leaves. Lydia begins to make the floor, making rounds, talking to different folk and people. Are you waiting for an opening, or are you just like,
Just talking to all these
And-
folk and people.
yeah, right?
Whatever's
Tell
the
me
most polite.
that. Hey, it's my thesaurus, okay? They're two different words.
What are we doing, gang?
Whatever's most
I
polite.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll wait for her to be done with her conversation.
Yeah.
So I would
After
say,
I'm done with mine,
Stand
I
there
join them.
awkwardly.
yeah, you guys do stand there off to the side awkwardly, and as she's speaking to this dwarf, the eyes kind of glare over to the side, double take, sees the group of the band of misfit toys over here.
I go to take a sip, not holding a cup.
Yeah. There you
When
go.
is full on weeping.
Yeah. Yeah, Khallies is also. But I would say, Nastani, if they're politely waiting, you have time to join them as well. Eventually, she kind of just rotates herself to where her back is to you all. Continues the conversation. It ends, and eventually just...
Hello, Councilwoman!
If it isn't my daughter's favorite fugitives.
Is this
It's
Johari we're
us.
talking to?
This is Lydia.
Yeah,
This is Admiral Lydia.
Admiral.
Admiral, that's us!
I
Not our
I
ship.
bow cordially.
You back correctly?
Like more of like a head and shoulders than
Deep,
like a full.
a deep nod. of
Yeah,
respect.
a deep nod
We came to pick
I'm
up our
trained.
ship.
Right.
to
Here to
discuss.
pick up my
Man.
shit.
We came to discuss the ship.
Yeah.
Discuss. That's a good word. So, discuss the ship. It's...
Don't look at me, it's not my ship.
You're the one who made the deal with Maravale?
Well, what we were told is that
I'm
To-
sure Johari told you something. What did she tell you?
Oh, she's
from
gonna
what
kick us.
my understanding was from Maraville told us that we had to get approval from the council.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the council
Clearly.
and got approval.
What was the terms of approval? I have to know.
That the
For
it
defensive
had to be
purposes.
used for defensive purposes only,
Mhm.
and it was only allowed to be used for abjuration magic.
Right. The weapon on it.
Yes.
It's not a weapon.
It is a utensil.
Amplifier.
It's an amplifier for abjuration magic, which is typically in the field of protection magic.
But I want to say they also said we can't use it unless we're being attacked.
Right. Well, I've made a few modifications to ensure that, and give you the rundown of having an airship, as they are not something that is permitted to the public.
What?
You typically have to
Well,
have a license for it.
We're not permitted
Well,
in the park.
We've got a license to drive a car. Except we don't.
Automated carriages are a different thing. This is a ship that can hit buildings and people.
Oh, well, we wouldn't do that. If we were not just gonna go high enough.
And I'll make sure of it.
If we are permitted to access this ship, we will not use it anywhere near civilization.
Oh, I know you won't. So, I have contracts for all of you to sign to owning this thing.
That's fair.
This is safe. She's not a demon.
Fidgets through her jacket and pulls up. This is for the helmsman or keeper of said ship to sign.
I've made worse deals.
You sign it?
Yeah, I don't even read
What's
it.
that supposed to mean?
She hands it to you.
Yeah, what is that supposed to mean?
This entails everything you should know about owning this, and that you are held liable for any damage whatsoever that this ship should ever cause to this city.
To
Or
this
any
city.
city?
To this city. She said this city.
Let's leave it at that.
This city.
And its associated ports.
So no ports.
Is there a list of associated
No.
ports?
It's most ports.
Also,
Most ports that can accommodate large ships are on this
I really
list.
don't want
Let's
to
not
piss
talk
them
about
off. They're in the
landlocked.
middle of a deal with my country, and I don't want to mess that up.
Pirate code's not listed, so I mean.
Landlocked
Nice.
areas.
But
gotta worry about
essentially, you are
those.
not to fly the ship within a 6-mile radius of any civilization.
That's fine. We have a car, then we can drive.
We're
from
going to hell
there.
anyways.
Yeah.
Doing so will cause you to be liable for whatever you do.
So
Oh,
here's a
wait,
question.
so
Will
we
cause
can't take
liability.
You cannot fly the ship 6 miles within the radius of Mythril.
Or else we're liable
or
for the damages.
You're
Like-
liable for damages, and there's
we
a
fly-
hefty fee.
Okay.
We can fly over it.
No.
So really, we need the money that you
Wait,
told us to
so-
save, so we can pay for
No
fees whenever we get.
6-mile radius, no fly zone
Oh, but if we go,
Like in a
let's
circle,
say,
not in
let's
a
go
sphere.
10 miles.
in a sphere.
So if we're 6 miles above the
Question.
city,
Don't fly above the city.
No, that's what I'm
It's a
saying.
big no-no. Don't
if
fly
we go
above the city.
10 miles above the city or
Do
20.
not fly over the city.
Last time we saw
So
an
it's a
airship
s-
fly
it's-
over a
it's
city.
like- it's a
You will be
column.
shot down.
it's a
But
column
he said,
no-fly
he said
zone.
any city.
Any
I feel like
I
it's
just
common-
want to make sure I understand.
This-
Like, I don't,
any city portion is moreover so that you don't piss off other locals, because
Fine,
they're
that's fine.
pretty
I'm not
pretty
trying to.
heavy on shooting down any flying boats that are not scheduled or regulated.
We know this
And because
we
you are not
did
a
that
commercial
last week.
flyer, you do not get such rights as flying within city limits.
That's fair.
That's fine.
What if it became commercial?
I don't think we
Then
should.
you should go through the proper routes.
We can make money
so
off of this, guys.
here's the
No.
question: what if it's a city in hell?
My gods, are you really going to do this with me?
No, I'm not going to
Great.
do that with you.
Great. Use your imagination. If it is a civilized civilization, if you go to the elven cities in the Feywild, I am sure something will pick you off before you get there.
Fair enough.
As a ship, you will be attacked by wyverns, dragons, anything that has any interest in
Just
eating
give me the
anything
keys,
flying.
I got it.
I signed the contract she gives to the others.
And now, which one of you know how to pilot a flying ship?
I'd be the closest to it.
Do you? Do you have it? Do you have proficiency with air vehicles?
No, but I can figure it out.
Right. Are you lying to her?
No, I can probably figure it out. I figured out how to drive the
Right.
boat.
But that's not the question
Before
she's
I give
asking.
you the key to the helm, I'm requiring one of you to get through air vehicle qualification with Merivale.
I could probably do
I would
it because
like to-
I'm already.
I'd
Take
like
it up
to
with
take the
Merivale,
class.
and you may return to me when you have it.
Okay. Did you have other contracts for us to go through?
The ship has a large amplification circle of unknown power, so it has been limited. There is a threshold on what it could do.
Oh, we also have to finish paying for it, don't we?
Yes, there's a matter of money, which Merivale said he will put into your contracting or your lessons, rather, for flying an airship.
Listen, we learned how to fly a car. Oh, drive a car.
Firstly,
a car.
that's not how that works.
I totally meant to say
Johnny
that.
Knoxville.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I understand. We're just gonna go get that real quick, so we can just let's just go. Let's just go.
We can just do what we need to.
Is there anything
Hey,
else
by the
you
way-
need from us, Admiral?
There is an option for us to go get Roberto's Speedwagon.
I need you to not fly an airship into any buildings.
I feel like that was common sense.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Fair enough.
All right.
Well, fugitives, get your little certificate and I'll give you the key to the boat.
Thank you, Admiral.
Thank you, Admiral. Thank you, Admiral.
She gives a hug to Khallies and walks away.
I thought she was giving like all the time. That's a bit weird
Just
after
a
that
close.
conversation.
It's a bit weird after any conversation, to be honest.
She didn't kill us.
Very good, guys.
This is the one that wasn't going to kill us.
No, I know, but
So,
This one has the anger immediately, whereas the other one, if she gets angry, we're
We
gonna
die.
and I can verify that.
it's fine.
so with her leaving, you guys have your way to get your ship, should you wish to get it. By the way, I talked to my uncle. He said he would be willing to hear you out, but he said he wants to test you.
Okay.
That's fair. Okay.
That's a fair statement, I guess.
So I don't. Yeah. He's weird. I'm not going to.
Physically or
I don't.
With him,
Character?
probably like I don't know. Some people do
I
arm
mean,
wrestles. Some
this
people
is-
have dinner.
With absolutely no offense, you do seem to have an odd family. But that's me.
I love
me
my
cat.
family. I love my family. They're
I
just-
was gonna say.
Give me a minute. I was getting there. I was saying I have an odd family
Okay,
too.
you
so don't
also-
double check.
My family is completely normal.
Who's your dad?
Who cares?
I truly believe I am the only one here with a normal family.
That's
I think
debatable.
that's very true, though.
Didn't she
I
kill
mean-
your brother?
Honestly, I think Khriss might be the one with the most normal family here.
I have a
He grew up in a cave.
I
He
have
has
a
a grandpa.
Hero Moon Shadow.
I
He
too
grew up in
have
a
a
cave.
grandpa.
Yes, but he has
I got 2 dads.
he has 2 dads. Not the same as Khallies.
Chris has 2 moms. It's cool.
But
Did we all hear the story of how he was born? And like
He
his
murdered his
mom?
Yeah. With her
Family
own
drama
tooth.
stays within a family.
With her own tooth,
Yeah,
by
okay,
the
so
way.
when that's my
Sure.
excuse.
And now Chris has it. Yeah, this one right here. Killed mom. Mom's there.
Okay, we're gonna have to go get a license.
Yeah.
all right.
Herb who has no family.
Is there somewhere in private I can pull the group? As
Like
well?
outside.
I think it's- I don't know.
Let's go to the Forbidden Keep.
Let's
No.
go. That's me.
What's better than that? The Forbidden Wastes.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That is very private.
No,
I
no,
love
no.
that road trip.
No,
Such
we
a great
were
drive.
already there.
We should do an annual trip there every winter for Christmas.
Part of the
Okay.
tradition.
Okay, so what do we? Okay, we have a few things on our list to do.
On Mythril.
We have to go get certified to fly airship. We have to go meet Dressard. I have to drop off my kid at daycare.
That
And
can
I
be
have to
done
break
Maybe
into
tomorrow.
somebody's
pick up Chris's kid from daycare.
I have to gather some information.
Cool.
I can't say that out loud right now.
You guys out moving outside to discuss this?
Yes.
Sure. You move outside.
Wait.
Large oak tree.
I know I can
Private
only do that one-on-one.
Just do it to one of us at a time.
And I'm gonna be first.
I should be first.
I'm just
'cause I
saying, I'm
asked.
the most important.
I'm gonna.
That's not what I said.
One of us owns an invisibility cloak.
That's true.
Is there? I'm gonna try.
Says
And,
Two
like,
Vanessa.
of us. Two of us own invisibility cloaks. Or did you sell it?
Sold it. Sold it.
Just one of us.
is there
then.
like somewhere that she can just like the most private place outside that she can?
Sure.
Yeah, there's
tree
a
that
there's
we
a
took.
there's a
Make a tiny
garden and a statue.
We should go to the
this is a
tree that we
tiny hut.
teleported from.
You wanna use? I mean, if you want to use tiny hut in the middle of the city.
in
I
the
mean,
garden?
No
You
one
could go
can
like
see
to
it.
a
Go to Central
corner,
Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. You cast tiny hut in the garden.
Or
Yeah.
tailgating.
Picnic time. Yeah.
Tailgating.
Tailgating the counselor
perfect.
meeting.
Yeah. You see Admiral Lydia walk out, look up.
And a
Walk
friend.
away.
Got hot dogs.
It's only temporary. We're having a meeting.
We're having our own council meeting.
Is Khallies still there?
It's up to
I mean, we
you.
wouldn't have sent her away.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
The guards are just like.
If
"Okay, well."
Khallies is doing it. Okay, we out.
So, this was told to me in confidence by Sinbad.
I love Elvish.
Okay.
That was Badissa, sorry.
So we all overheard what was going on at the end of that council meeting, right?
Uh-huh. Hold on. Can I walk outside and see if I can hear Nastani from outside
No.
the tent? Okay, cool. Anyways, go ahead.
You can't walk out of the tiny hut, or like you can't
No,
hear
you
me.
I
can't.
can
You
hear
can't
you.
hear.
I just want to make sure that
Can't
we're.
hear. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
That's why we
So-
did it.
Well, I didn't know if that. Okay.
I relayed the information that happened at the end of the battle up in. Oh, I was like, what are you doing, Sam? I relayed all the information, and he mentioned that the Minister of Commerce and Trade has been opposing him this entire time, has been seeming to like draw this out. But
So we killed him.
No, that's not what I'm saying. He was
But
saying.
weren't you there for this conversation?
I was, but if I'm honest, I thought that the solution was that he was telling us to kill him.
No, he wasn't telling us to kill him.
Because if he wasn't there, we could just,
That's true, but also that would cause so many problems, and we really want to be liked here instead of being.
I have a lot to learn about being a princess.
Yes, you do. We'll have to start your princess
To be
lessons.
fair, I could make sure they don't know who killed him.
She's
That's
the
not.
best.
We're not killing him.
Okay.
She's the best teacher around.
We're not.
Khriss.
We're not killing him.
Yeah.
So, apparently, this Belthor was known to have been acquaintances with Kenzoku and was the one to initiate most of the trade with the automatons. Correct? Okay.
That's what he said.
Thank you. So, he also happens to be one of the councilmen who has a lot of power with the other council men and women. So, I was hinted at that we should break into his house and see what kind of I'm getting there. To see what kind of blackmail he has and any evidence as to him bribing the others to disagree on helping Aksa.
But what does that do for the problem at large?
Is it for him taking bribes?
He was speaking amongst the matter of it would help him, firstly, to gain some more footing within the Mythril Council and hopefully gain aid to search. And I think, moreover, saying that he was implicating that he thought that. He was implicating that he thought that that some of the council members were dirty and were being bribed to vote against aiding Aksa, which would align with our adversaries,
No, yeah.
seeing as they want to cripple it.
Yeah.
Well, if their final meeting is tomorrow, then we have to make a move tonight.
Yes, that is what he was implying.
That is, yes,
That's
in
unfortunate.
the shroud of darkness.
At least implied it before noon tomorrow.
Well,
You have a little
If
leeway.
you-
I
he's
do have time
already-
to attune to my
I
equipment.
mean, what's his shift like? I mean, if he has an 9 to 5, then I mean, at 9 o'clock we break into his house.
Or we break into his house before 9.
While he's there?
Oh wait, no. While he's. I
We
know
just
while
have to
he's not
find
there.
out
Never
where
mind.
he lives and, you know, the council, when they arrive. Khalees, when does your mom, because she's a councilwoman, of
Mhm.
course, when does she leave to go to deal with the councilwoman things? Is that like a day-to-day schedule thing?
It's a pretty taxing. But I mean, it's typically only when there's big meetings. Like she has one tomorrow.
So how early will she get to, how early do the council get to the keep?
She'll
Whatever.
probably be there like an hour before.
Do you know if homeboy over here gets there an hour before?
The other members,
Yes.
they typically show up like an hour later than her.
So they show
So
up
they
on
show
time
up on
for
time.
the meeting.
Yeah.
So, also, I really don't want you to, be a part of us breaking into one of the council's
Hey,
homes.
lawyer, I can't do that. I can't break into somebody's house. I just don't think I should.
Yeah, me either.
I understand why you say no. This is for...
I see why you're doing it. I just don't think that I would be sneaky
Okay,
or
So fair.
or morally okay with stealing or breaking someone's house.
we're not
Oh, we're
breaking
not
the
actually
house.
breaking
We're
the
just going
house.
into the house.
I don't know what you're going to do there. Don't tell me.
Okay. We are Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, no, you're good.
No, we would not,
So,
for your moral sake,
Aloria,
we would not go.
I get why you're doing it.
Aloria, would you mind standing just outside the door
She
of the
just
tiny hut,
leans back
keeping
and her
watch?
head pops out.
Here, you can put... I'm
Just
gonna
fine.
Are
mess-
you going there right now?
You guys, you tell me.
So we can do that, or we
Khalees
can
also,
go talk
I
to
cannot also
Dressard.
break into somebody's house. Worth
Yes,
mentioning.
you're
I'm
not.
probably
No,
going to
we
go home for
don't
dinner.
want
I mean, you
to.
probably
Yeah, no,
will
we're
if
not
you're
asking
into
you to.
this.
That's why I said
You're
I'm just
not-
going to go get dinner, but if you guys
Khalees,
wanted
did
to.
You want us to go to dinner with
Well,
you?
I was going to introduce you to my uncle. If
Yes,
you needed to.
yes. But I did want to share this information before we went somewhere else because...
You mentioned
Right.
attuning. Did you need something attuned?
Yes.
Yes,
too
we
need
all
something
need
to-
attunement.
I can attune it for you if you wanted to.
Please.
Okay. Taps.
So as long as this information gets to
Taps.
Zinhar before...
Taps.
Aloria.
Tapper.
As long as this information gets to him before noon tomorrow, that's the important part. And I'm not asking you to assist in this in any way.
I don't think I should.
I don't want you to.
But
Because
if you need to meet my uncle, I can do that.
No, we are. Yes, we are going to do this.
I also cannot help with airship qualification.
I'm
Yes.
not.
I mean, I can give some tips, but like.
Would you happen to know where the guy lived? Never mind. Don't answer that.
Maryvale?
No. Don't answer that.
Balthazar.
Actually.
Don't.
Don't
no.
answer it. Don't answer it because then you're compliant. Don't answer it. We'll figure that out.
Nothing about that.
Nothing. Let's meet your uncle.
But that's at dinner. Oh wait, it's sundown. Let's go to dinner.
That's
Okay. Go to meet uncle?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. So, you guys heading out?
Yeah.
Got it. You want a long rest? Well.
We're gonna go to dinner and then go to sleep.
Okay, quickly.
Okay. So, you guys take a while to walk towards the outskirts of the town. And, Lauren, would you like to describe the estate?
I wasn't prepared for this. But
I know.
can.
Oh,
You kind of.
I prepped you.
Okay, you
Yeah,
kind of
I
prepped
prepped
me.
Well, she knew you'd ask that.
Yeah.
That's why she didn't pull the notes up.
So,
Inspiration. That's funny.
call back.
Go back to last week.
Last week.
So the Jokimi estate is quite large.
Mhm.
I would say that it would have gardens out front that are kept. You want me to describe the interior as well?
We'll take it a step at a time.
Okay, step at a time.
Yeah.
It
Finish
would
out
have
exterior.
influence of the architecture around, as well as kind of, it would be inspired by the architecture around, which is a mixture of several, but more so is reminiscent on the Scorchback Mountains and the
Mhm.
architecture found in the old ruins there.
The ancient kind
The
of.
ancient
yeah.
kind. Just
A modern version of that ancient
Yes.
architecture.
a modern version of the. Thank you. This is all from my notes that I definitely have written down here.
Yeah. You thought about it. You thought about it, but I thought
it's been thought about. Even though like it's a large home, it's still rather homey. So like it doesn't feel like this like intimidating estate to walk up to.
It's a large house, not
It's
a
a large house
giant.
as opposed to like.
Sure. So as you approach, Khallies kind of opens the garden
There's a
gate.
car park, you know.
Yeah, car park. Yeah. The Duesenberg is out front. But she opens up the door, yells, "Hello!" There's a pause. Okay, we're good.
Are we supposed to be?
You know, I didn't think to ask anybody who was in charge, so I'm just going to wing it.
Moms?
Did I ask my moms last time?
No.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
I love it, Khriss. I love it.
I mean, it's great.
Made a
but
character choice.
Fair enough.
No, I will.
I feel
will
like
ask,
we
I
are
will talk to-
single-handedly dragging down Khallies' reputation.
No.
You,
She's making her own.
one of my mothers thinks it's a bad influence. Yeah, she
It's-
refers to you as fugitives, but
It's not intentional.
no, I know. Like you guys didn't do it for real, but like I think you're capable of, murder.
No.
Not me, I hope.
No,
No,
no.
God,
Oh my
no.
God.
Anyway.
Gods no.
So yeah, we're just gonna go straight to
Honestly,
the back.
solid read, but still.
Good read.
You would never.
I am capable of
You would
murder.
never murder somebody.
So
I never have.
You guys are kind of hastily moved through the foyer. If there's any descriptors you'd like.
It would have some very nice paintings of family portraits, as well as maybe pictures of adventures.
Yeah.
That have been had.
Krista. Whoa, is that my dad?
yeah. There's a painting of Mente.
Yeah.
There is.
God, I feel like I should have asked you who my dad was earlier. But
There's only one painting. There's more pictures of
The family?
of family and
Yeah.
maybe some other adventurers.
Sure.
Just based off of some other history.
Yeah.
One of Mente.
One of Mente.
It is done in black and white. There are candles around
Yeah.
it.
No,
There's
like
two.
it's like a portrait
These
of like
inside jokes are
the
great.
original
You guys know who Mente.
of like the original adventuring group is what it is.
Yeah, you guys watched Tylea's Bizarre Adventure. I hope.
I hope.
You better have, because it actually would have given a lot of context to
There's
everything that's happening.
kind
in
of
this
a lot of
episode.
lore there,
Yeah. If you'd like to know more, go watch Talia's Bizarre Adventure.
If you
DM
haven't,
by Ethan.
pause this video right now
Yeah.
and go back and watch it.
Yeah.
We'll give you a little bit of time.
So,
You know, here's a spoiler. Tiny Kronos.
Oh, Tiny Kronos is so good. Broccoli.
Broccoli. That was asparagus. It was asparagus.
Asparagus.
And asparagus.
So, heading through the main foyer of the house, you're kind of guided back through dining rooms, I assume, living rooms, to a back door where kind of opening it up. And there you can see a trail that kind of leads down. Aside, anything else in the backyard area?
In the backyard area,
Yeah.
you can see that there is a shed of sorts that is a workshop for tinkering and building things. It
Yes,
is
there is.
quite large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are sparks coming from that workshop. As in, something is actively in there creating sparks.
Something is actively
Yeah.
in there. I know what that something is. There's also a pretty vast private library as you walk through the house.
Alright.
And backyard. There's also like
We haven't been in a library in so
I
long.
know. What's in
We
this
have a lot
private
of rare books
library?
here. Like, Library of All Knowledge might have some things, but this has, like, you know,
Others.
This is other knowledge.
Well, there's
And
no
then
copies of these books.
It's like a pretty. I mean, it's like a very like beautiful garden, but there's also like a very large training space.
Yes, there is. And speaking of training space,
And there's also a parking spot for work. I'm kidding.
there's a big invisible boatmobile spot.
Honey, I'm home. That's
so-
Lydia coming home for dinner.
As as you pass the shack with sparks, following the trail down to the training area, you see the large view of the interior Scorchback Lake. That kind of surrounds or is the interior of what was once a mountain range, but just near the placid surface, you see two figures duking it out. You see a large man, similar features to Johari, pale white hair with golden streaks, no horns, a red blindfold kind of tapers across his face, a scruffy, poorly maintained beard, just straightens his back, one arm behind, has one out towards his opponent, Valora. She is beaten and bloodied, and she is mad as she just kind of huffs and puffs.
Herb, get behind me.
Quick,
get behind.
Hide him!
As you see that she's contemplating her next move, she stops, sees the lot of you coming, cresting the hill, and just leans back. And you watch as Josar kind of slowly turns.
Deck him while he's distracted.
Hit him now, Valora!
It wouldn't work.
I know.
Quick, he's not looking.
Oh, he had a.
But
Oh, yeah.
just
Sneak
kind of
attack.
holds his other hand up to Valora. That's enough for today. Valora just kind of gives a quick bow before walking over to a bench and sitting down. to a bench, yeah. But as Khallies kind of steps in front of the rest of you. Hello, everybody. Everybody, this is my uncle Josad. And Josad, this is Gwen and Nestani and Herb and Khriss and Icarus and Eloria and Badissa and the skull is Zanith.
There's a lot of us there.
This is Kia.
Yeah, Sesame Street over here.
There's 7 of us. And you know what we're called?
The Forerunner!
Yeah, that one too.
Just a monolith of a man just crosses his arm, looks down, who the blindfold just kind of reaches behind, takes it off. You see pale golden eyes.
I love that movie.
Hello.
It's
Hello, sir.
pleasure to meet you.
I was told you needed to ask me something.
Yes.
We did. We do. Yes,
do.
sir. We were also told that you would like to test us before we ask.
Oh, I think you should ask first, and I will gauge should that be necessary. But based on Khallies' forewarning, we'll see.
So we are fighting against Periscarvia, and we're hoping we could have your knowledge on how to fight back.
Yeah. Well, I am not one to speak of the past. Is there anything else you needed?
I think it's really imperative that we know this knowledge.
It is.
As politely
Without
as possible.
speaking of the past, any insights for the future? Anything that can help us?
History that is not told is bound to repeat itself.
Persuasion checks, both of you.
Natural 20 plus 2.
I'm using inspiration on that.
So 22 natural.
It's the same number. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 and a natural
22
22.
plus. Yeah.
Then it would seem my assumption was correct. He rebinds his hands and walks out to the middle of the training field. Whoever wishes to know may step forward.
I push
I'll
Khriss
step
in.
forward.
Do you really?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, make a straight check.
12.
12?
I know Evan has like a plus.
That's okay
13,
because he
so-
rolled a natural 1.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand in front of Khriss.
Khriss pushed forward. Huh? You watch as the arena begins to glow with him stepped inside. I think
about
some of you know about these words. Some of them have been used against you. This is a simple arena spell that sets up some magical walls and boundaries for you as Khriss has stepped forward into the arena.
I look to Khallies.
You see Laura go, ah! Laura stands up and joins the rest of you as Khriss, you cannot hear anything that goes on inside the wall. But you watch as they talk for a minute and, man, okay.
Here,
Man, Jack, do you know if Evan will be here next week?
He should be.
Should be?
Oh God.
Okay. So, as something begins to happen in the arena, a small chit chat beforehand. Khriss looking back. He goes to summon his hammer and looks back. Puts the blindfold on. Valora, who has walked over, is like, well, honestly, thank you for coming to make it more interesting. I needed to see how he's beating me.
How often does this happen?
Oh, I spar every day, just about.
No. The arena thing. 'Cause I wasn't here whenever you.
Oh no, he only does this when it's like serious, like a till someone is unconscious kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, he only really does it with mom. Sibling rivalry. I think it's just a for fun thing.
That's a for fun thing. For never mind. I'm not gonna question your family
They need
when
to
I have plenty
keep-
of problems.
Yeah, they just need to,
Duke it out.
I don't know. It's not really like they don't get mad at each other. They just,
Is this something on
It
YouTube?
seems
I think
like
it's just looking at Khallies.
Yeah.
Or no, I would not fight Khallies there. Khallies would
Wait.
not. She wouldn't do well in that environment.
Okay, I was gonna say, is it because you think you would do better than Khallies, or because you
Yes.
think Khallies?
And just Khallies looking over, is like thinking about it, weighing her options.
Pushes her glasses up.
Yeah.
Khallies has got weapons.
Actually, I plucked through that now.
Actually,
So-
I have an Iron Man suit that I can apply
Does
to the fight.
does the containment spell also neutralize the use of any weapons? Is this strictly hand to hand?
Strictly hand to hand.
Oh, it's a good thing we shoved him forward. Then I would not do well. with
Yep,
that.
strictly hand to hand, one on one, that kind of thing. It's very, very traditional monk thing. But I'm sure once he beats Khriss unconscious, he'll come out.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say follow-up question. Should we let your moms know that we're here? And,
Do you guys want to come inside and have dinner?
I look over.
This is going to take a while.
Sure.
Uncle Josad can be a bit cruel when it comes to, like.
I kind of wanted to fight. It's fine.
I'm sure he'll be willing to.
No.
afterwards.
He'll be weak by the time that you're
No.
right.
I'm just going to be honest.
I doubt
We're going to be here for a while. If you'd like to come inside and have dinner.
What's the longest
I think
recorded
so.
fight between your uncle
And I
your
want to
mom?
watch it.
Probably about 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. So could we have dinner out on the patio here and watch?
If you'd like to.
I think we can be.
I would like to. I can't really supervise, but I would like to observe and make sure he's okay.
I don't mean to speak against Khriss, but I'm certain this will not last that long.
Well, I'm sure that he'll, get done roughing him up, knocking him unconscious. He won't kill him.
Well, it's
He's not a killer.
Right.
That we know of.
Just takes off the robe, just washboard. Khriss is in trouble.
He takes
the
off
blindfold.
There's no columns in there for Khriss. No.
It's more of like a thing to help whoever he's sparring with. It's like
it's a buffer.
Yes, it's like so that it's not he.
That way he's not like actually going to kill him.
It's more of a he can only react within a certain radius. As far as his detection goes, and I think it's gotten stronger over the years the more he uses it. So
using this helps muffle the distance.
Reactivity.
Yes.
So he doesn't
Kill.
snap a neck like that.
Yeah.
I have a question. What is he testing?
Probably. Watches Khriss
into the side of the
in the side wall. Yeah. Probably strength. It's more of a thing that the monks do.
I mean,
For knowledge,
Let's go inside.
Okay.
So.
Like a switch of strength for knowledge.
It's like
Well, I assume strength of will is tied in with it.
Yes.
Physical
It's,
strength, strength of will, and strength of character.
It goes in the whole teachings of the temple. There's the whole thing's based around water. It's all around you for water. Water is stillness. Water is destruction. Water can be everything. Become water. Become a master of yourself. Blah blah blah. Khriss probably going to get his ass kicked. Not gonna lie.
No, that's fine. He probably needs it actually.
Okay.
Lightning and water.
It's not literal. It's not literal.
We probably would have come across this anyway if we went to the Temple of Winds anyway. Right.
Yes. You'd likely have to fight several monks then.
So this is.
You probably caught him in a good mood.
That's good.
Well, that's good.
We will take it. We will take any slight to a win.
So,
Since there's a few and far between.
as the door is held open for you guys to enter, Gwen.
Oh god. I know where this is going.
Well.
No!
A voice behind you. Isn't it my favorite?
No, I'm gonna cry.
Little homunculus. What was the command word? Oh yeah, jumping jack. What are you doing?
I'm crying.
You crying? Are you gonna do a jumping jack? I'm waiting.
I'm crying. No! It's a trauma response.
It's just tightly.
I know!
Yeah, you turn around, you recognize the Warforged Tylia.
She's gonna do jumping jack.
You do the jumping jack?
Yes!
Good homunculus.
Can we not torture Gwen?
I'm not torturing, I'm just making sure she's getting her steps in.
right now.
Oh, I know, you guys need to take better
Gwen's
care
not
of her.
crying, Greg is crying. She looks terrible.
What are you all doing here?
That's.
This is my private abode.
I'm gonna point towards Khriss fighting Josard.
Oh, never mind. That's what we're interested in. You guys have fun, whatever. Walks over there. Yeah, so.
Does she
Talia leaves.
live here?
Khallies just
straight up trauma
she's
response.
a family friend. That whole mom's old group is very close.
Hold on a minute. Tylia, we last saw Tylia with his. Well, that whole thing is convoluted anyway.
Right, you mentioned Chris's dad is
We met both.
grandpa's
Kinhead. Yes. His adopted father is.
adopted.
His adoptive father is
Adoptive,
Mente.
yes.
It makes. We were told that makes sense.
It does.
Okay.
I've only met the guy a couple of times. His dad.
He doesn't study
Mente.
broads.
Mente, yes.
Only met him a couple of times. But
Yes.
he and mom were tight at one point, and then Anya doesn't like him.
Anya does. Oh, okay.
They have beef.
Yeah, well,
That's very
it
new
might
and
bring
interesting
her
information to me.
a peace of mind to know that he's in hell right now. So.
Do you want me?
To tell?
What do you want me to say?
I don't
to
know.
that?
That was just no. That just
Like,
popped out of my
I'm
head.
sorry to hear that, or like.
No, as in he's
maybe-
no. He's trapped in hell right now.
Okay.
He got, yeah.
Cool. Anyway, that's a lot. I hope that's
It's all been a lot.
works out. Yeah, no, it sounds like you guys have had a rough go of it.
It's been a really rough, like what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
So Valora has gone inside and has messed around with a few utensils, and he kind of pushing them around. He watches they start to move on their own and begin to make something.
An air fryer.
Clearly, it shows you don't own one. I was thinking about that joke this morning. That's funny. Anyway, Valora.
I've been saving that one all day.
I've been thinking about it. I was like, how can I work in an air fryer joke? No. But as Valora.
Well, if Khriss managed to knock Josard into the air, then the monk in the air would essentially be an air fryer.
I hate inspiration. That was really funny.
I actually want you to take away inspiration for that one.
That was really good. I was like, where's it? Oh no. Anyway, so as food starts being prepped by the magical enchanted utensils, a little bit, Valora kind of takes some stuff back out to the outdoor table. Yes, Khallies enchanted everything when she was, 10, and I don't know, they never got rid of it, so they like to,
It works quite well.
That's nice.
But what did you all want to eat?
I don't eat.
Why are you here? Just to talk to him?
Yes, we were
That's
here
the
to
main
just-
reason.
We didn't want to impose.
Well, while Khallies goes and fixes us the rest of the food, what's going on? Tell me how you've been.
Khallies just
Leaves. Poor Khallies.
Where do we even start?
You have so many new additions.
Yeah.
We'll start with that. So you know how your sister was up in Arxel with us,
Mm-hmm.
and we semi-stopped an invasion to the capital.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't met Bedissa either, have you?
No. Is she your sister?
No, she's not. So
She's
She's a
Rambo?
grandma.
back before
We
this is actually a while ago. It was the deck of many things is what did this. I pulled a card and it created another like a
Are you setting Xanath on the table?
yeah.
I haven't heard this story.
So yeah, I pulled a deck of many things. It was like the Knight card or something, and it created like a clone of myself who would be my knight. Thus, Bedissa became into existence.
Personal preference, I think the soul trapping in another dimension is far more interesting. Could have happened. You lucked out. Were they selling another deck of many things?
From the deck of many things.
At
one
that
of the
other
other
shop?
options.
Yes.
Herb, you should go get it.
No, we should not
No.
go get it.
That'll be
I
alright.
will go get it for $100 grand.
Stands up. Yeah.
Do you have $100 grand rattling around somewhere in there, huh?
I cannot see inside, but I do
We
know
already
there's not
robbed his
much.
bank.
So, I put my hand on Xanath's head.
Oh.
Xanath came to be when we went to the Forbidden Wastes. And we encountered...
Not the Forbidden Waste.
Yeah. Leimani and Forbidden Ways.
I thought he came to be in. Okay, never mind.
No, it was in Leimani in the Forbidden Ways.
Sorry.
When we went to Leimani, we... someone opened up a beholder who we sort of made a deal with, and due to the wild magic which was in Leimani, the beholder said Xanath's alive, and then Xanath was alive.
You ditched me to get me in trouble so that you guys could go tramp around in the Forbidden Waste. You didn't tell me?
Wait, did you
want
want
to?
to? With us?
Did you want to go to the Forbidden
Well, I didn't know you
Wastes?
guys would be fighting beholders. That sounds interesting.
We didn't
We
even
barely
fight
fought
it,
the
really.
beholder. It
Oh,
was
well.
more
When
negotiation.
you fight
We
a
did
real
fight a
one, let me
Hydra.
know. That's interesting.
That came a long time after.
We
that.
did.
I know, but we were talking about interesting things we fought.
The Forbidden Ways were quite interesting. There was a lot of in Leimani. There was a lot of interesting things to
We
see.
did take a lot of things. Did Khallies show or tell you about the sword that she got out of the vault?
No, she's been rather secretive of everything as late, and I think it's quite rude.
Isn't that a sisterly thing to do?
I don't think it was very sisterly to hide such fun things from me, nor tell me about fun things that you went to go kill without me.
Would
be
you like
fair,
us to bring you next time?
Well, if you're going to be killing something big and worthy of putting on a trophy wall, yes.
Most
I'll
likely
be sure
we
to
will.
give you a call.
We'll keep you
I would
on.
appreciate it.
I have this thing. This is Kia.
The Hydra? Well, that's not. I wouldn't put that on a wall. It looks like sausages.
I'm not saying put him on a wall. I'm just telling you. I'm
Are you
introducing you
waiting
to
to
Kia.
raise it, then put it on a wall?
Yes.
No. We're not killing my
Like
Hydra.
an arena creature.
No.
I see this as a sore spot.
It's gonna be a
For
good
her.
Hydra. Everybody wants to kill my Hydra and I'm not happy about it.
I'm sorry?
I'm just saying. You said it was a sore spot.
It's a
that's why.
Hydra. Most people
It's going
don't
to be a
live with
good
them in
Hydra.
peace, in harmony, you know.
Okay, well, it's living in harmony with us right now. It's
Eat
trying to eat her.
villages.
We also-
It's a baby right now.
We
Yes.
also summoned Kinhad mid-battle, and then that's eventually how we
yeah.
found out that he was Chris's
He writes the
granddad.
most amazing children's books.
I know.
I know.
That's
Yeah.
why. We,
I love it. Hey, Jassard, right? Have you ever heard of Moonshine?
He's like, Beetle, have you guys heard? Are you guys talking about Moonshine without me?
You guys talking about this without me?
that's how he beats
Yeah.
beats Dressard, is because we were talking about Moonshadow without
Yeah.
him.
Oh man, can't wait for this in the beginning of the next game.
Yes, it was primarily through the children's books that we summoned him.
I thought he used to.
That was how we
didn't do
knew
signings
about
anymore.
him enough to summon
Oh.
him.
So,
had-
while we were mid-battle, we had a gate scroll, and we were going to summon the...
It doesn't put his real name on those books. For that reason.
Oh, yeah, no, we got the information from the library here because we asked for all the works on
Ah.
Kinhad Myandros, and it pulled Moonshadow from out of there.
Something to bring up.
Yes.
What a fool he is.
I think he figured that out on his own.
His
When we
brother
summoned-
would say the same thing, I think.
His brother is a riot. Have you met him?
Yes.
Yes.
We had dinner with the family.
Quite interesting.
Really?
Yes, we did.
You got invited.
Well,
How do you keep ending up at other
so
people's
here's what
houses?
I
happened.
don't know.
We-
Mooch off dinners.
We fought Paris and this other guy who
Who
had
else's
this like
houses have you been
gold
to?
mask. Anyways,
Huh?
the ship started to
Not mine.
explode.
Mine.
So we
Silas's.
used the
Butcher. Yeah, butchers.
Okay.
plane traveling. No,
No.
the
Oh, you're-
plane
you're
traveling
something else.
on the ship to
What?
escape.
I
And
thought
then
you
we got
guys were just like
chased.
lame king killers.
No,
Yeah,
we're
you
not
would
king
think.
killers.
Well, that's
didn't
what
do
the
that
posters
either.
say.
Okay, well
How
they're
am I supposed to
lying.
know that they're lying?
Because we
We
told you.
told you.
Yeah.
Why
A
don't
lot
you
of
believe
Didn't we
us?
convince you not to kill us when it first happened?
You watched it
I
happen.
would have been
You were at the
so
sports
much
bar.
more wealthy had I had turned you all in.
Well, you're here.
That's
Anyways,
true.
so we went to the Library of All Knowledge after
Take
we
a
got
sip from
chased
her
by
drink,
a
watching
good
Khriss.
Yankee sword stalkers and
Sure.
red dragons, right? We went to the Library of All Knowledge. Aloria was there. She's a paladin of Saloon, and well, a fallen paladin of Saloonite.
I was like, you don't have to say that last part.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to explain.
Honesty's important, but you don't have to be so polite.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to learn, Aloria.
No, it's fine. I shouldn't chastise you.
It's fine. Everybody else does. Anyways,
Takes a sip.
so
It
we
just
did that.
goes down the stone
Then
face.
we did what we had to do there. Herb brought Keysphere back.
I think these are names that
Don't mean anything to you. It's fine.
I've probably mentioned it. I don't know. It's not always important to me.
he fought a dragon
Yeah.
and
Didn't
a sword
invite
stalker.
me. Didn't invite me.
We were on another plane. It was hard
What
to
I'm
invite
hearing is a lot of non-invitations, like we're not
And
friends.
I got this whistle that no one else can have.
And you got a cool whistle that I couldn't get.
Okay, this
Sounds
is on a
like
Sounds cool.
I
Then we
bailed
went
you
to
out
Kin
thinking we were
Hats.
friends, and you didn't invite me to fight all the cool
We
stuff.
are your friends. But
and also,
didn't know
we
you
couldn't
wanted
invite
to.
you to another plane.
I'll be
I didn't get
honest,
an
also, a lot of the concern has to do with your mothers, and
And last time you wanted to throw Herb into the fire.
Do you not?
No.
Well, then that's why you weren't invited to fight the dragon.
friends don't throw friends into fire.
I wasn't saying I would kill you. I just said it would be like fire log. Also,
But we do cast spells when they're within range.
yeah, I know.
And so from that point, we plane shifted to the Feywilds, because Kinhad was like, I can help you. I need to grab something from my place. Don't touch anything. And that's where we met the rest of the family, and it was, revealed. Okay, because Chris's dad, adopted dad, Mente, went by the name Azorus, so that's what we knew him by. And
Mente's such a weird guy.
we gathered
Yes.
that.
He's
Yeah.
interesting.
He's interesting for sure.
It's crazy. If only we were there when you guys saw him.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Is it like we know when did you learn you learned he was Mente when you went to his Chris's grandfather Kinhad's house?
Yes.
Yeah, I could have told you that once I saw him.
Well, we didn't know all of that because we met Azorus in person after you were back here. And so then after that, what did we do?
Hey, it's not like you called us.
Do you want to just
either.
join up with us? We've got
Hey,
room.
the phone works 2 ways.
It looks a little crowded since everybody doesn't want to invite me to go fight dragons.
But
'cause
Laura,
I think I'll turn
The
people into
phone
fire.
works 2 ways. You could have called us.
I don't have a phone.
You can come
You
help
could've-
me
Your
with
mom
something.
has one.
We know she does because we've used it.
Just because mommy has a phone does not mean I do. Because somebody didn't turn a bunch of fugitives in for $1 million gold.
Oh man,
No,
so
it
you
wouldn't
can't
have been a
have
million.
phone?
It would be. Hang on, let me do the
We
math.
did learn our worth. The others.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody got bounties.
What were
You're
you?
worth
Wait, what were you?
2,500.
What were you?
2,000.
Wait. Read everybody else's first and then tell them his.
Oh, 400,000.
400,000.
400,000, 275,000, 250,000. I forget.
Chris is 100,000.
100,000.
Herb is.
2,500.
I haven't done anything.
You're in association.
Oh, you said that's not your bounty. That's your
Barely
student
10,000.
loans.
because you got an education.
no, that would
and
be
then you're also
10,000?
with us.
No, yeah,
Chris?
that would be 100,000. Yeah,
A lot.
it would be.
Anyway, so we did that. Then we went.
I wouldn't even blame you.
Then we went.
Oh, we went to see pirates. You would have loved the pirates.
I see. No, it's fine.
And then we went to.
Do you want to hear about this or not?
No, I'm listening.
And then we went back to Oxaw, and then we went to the Primeval Coast, and that's where we met Chris's real dad at Call. And then that's also where he fought Praeris. Or we fought Praeris again, and he fought her again.
Actual name.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Well,
We're
you
not
just
supposed
said it out loud. I have to hear it.
It's Numos.
I mean, I read stories like the big bad dragon Numos.
Yes, the big bad dragon Numos. Like the founder of my country, Numos.
He's quite small for the son of Numos.
Yeah, a bit.
He takes after his mother.
Ah.
Well, she's actually dead, so we don't know what she looks like.
But he said that he.
Sounds like Chris has been going through it.
He really
Yeah,
has.
Sounds like Chris has had a rough time.
And we just pushed him in to fight your uncle.
We just pushed him in the fight.
That seems
he
that
just
seems
found-
so thematically correct.
Like, he found out his mom is dead.
Mhm.
His dad is his dad. His adoptive dad is his dad.
And
So Chris
also
has
his
two
Mente.
dads?
He has 2 dads. His dad
Yeah.
is Mente and also a demigod.
You know, looking at one, I believe it, and the other, not so much.
Which one is more believable? That's the question.
Mente.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting, yeah.
I mean, it's because he raised him.
But I mean,
He's not the dad that was there. He's the dad who stepped up. I don't know how the
How
saying
did you
goes.
mess that up?
I don't know.
It's not the dad that was there.
I don't know.
he's not the
He
same
was
dad
there.
as
I
his
don't
dad.
know the saying. I don't know the saying.
That's because she doesn't
anyways.
have a dad, so she doesn't know.
I don't know the sayings that dads say.
All of you have daddy issues?
No. Well,
No,
my
yes,
dad,
not.
she doesn't. Well, now
I
you
love
do.
my
Now
dad.
you do.
I have issues now because I don't know where my dad is.
So yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely 2 yeses.
Hey, how could your dad
Yeah,
be an
he has
issue if
double
he's never
dad
been?
issues. He's compensating for this one.
Hey, how could your dad be an issue if he was never there?
No dad. Dad's probably dead.
Well,
Goddess issues? Deity issues?
Do you have daddy issues?
Not daddy issues,
Never
deity
thought about
issues.
That's a yes, and that is a bingo.
well
I'm good
you
with
don't have a dad either.
Alright. I'm going to get into. Do you want to get into a very sore spot?
No.
No, we're not trying to get
We're
into
not
it.
trying
Because I don't want to talk about it.
We don't,
Well,
we're
we
not
don't
asking
But
to
I
talk
will
about
leave
it.
it at the fact that one of them is a changeling, and one of them is not a normal person.
I didn't ask that.
Yeah, no, you brought it up.
No, you brought it up. You said we all had daddy issues. I'm putting on
I'm
your
saying
daddy issues.
technically I'm still fine.
We're fine too.
Okay, she has a functional family.
I have a functional family.
Okay, well,
And
My
Khriss has an
functional
overly
for what it
functional
is.
family.
a functional family with a very competitive uncle.
Yeah, whoop. Couple of these and a
Somehow Josara got a metal chair.
I'm pretty sure Tylea gave it to him.
Yeah, Tylea's in the fight with a Hulk Hogan mustache. Yeah.
She like knows how to get around the wards, and she brought in some props only for Josara.
Yeah.
And so
Stone
now we're here
flowers.
to pick up our airship.
Yep.
Where'd you get that money?
Oh, we fed a gold dragon.
And also,
Did you kill it?
No, we fed it.
Good.
It was our friend.
Mom's half gold dragon. I would have taken offense.
No, we did
No,
not
we
kill.
fed it.
We cooked a delightful meal for it.
Why?
Because he was lonely and wanted entertainment.
And we got lots of money out of it.
So you just like took a day out of your life to do that? Just
Yeah.
like
No, we also killed the thingies for him. The werewolf
hyenas
things.
then.
Gnolls.
Yes, the gnolls.
Gnolls.
We also killed a horde of gnolls.
gnolls.
Gnolls,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm going to gnoll. So, what I'm hearing is that you've all been having lots of fun. You all have.
No.
It wasn't very much fun.
Sounds like a lot.
We've almost died several
It was
times.
a very close call. If only there was someone there who could have helped a little bit more.
Yeah, if only the phone worked 2 ways.
We will call you next time there's a big bad something.
Well, if there's a big bad something, I might appreciate it.
What's the bench line for a big bad something? How big?
If it's larger than a couple buildings, and maybe if it has a cool name, or if
What
it
if
doesn't have a name.
emotionally they're bigger than
I
a hill?
really don't want to do anything with emotions.
No, as in like
Honestly,
what if
that's
like,
so fair.
I
Do
don't
you want to
want to
unpack that part?
No.
Daddy
She
issues?
literally just said.
Well, no, I'm more so referring to like what if it's just somebody with a lot of power behind them, like Prairie Scarvia.
Well, you've piqued my interest.
Or Kinzoku.
We're gonna be going to hell
Who's that?
sometime.
Kinzoku?
Yeah.
Nakamachi. He builds automatons that we've been fighting.
So he's a big nerd.
Yes.
Big nerd.
He's an evil
Lots of
nerd.
Big nerd doesn't equate to big monster.
Okay,
But he's an
That's true.
evil nerd.
evil nerd with a lot of power.
Evil nerd. Look, Khallies is an evil nerd, but I'm not fighting that.
No, because he's not an evil nerd.
Just through the window of the kitchen,
He's
Khallies.
just a regular nerd.
Yeah.
In the best way. But Kinzoku has a lot of power, and if we take him out, then guess what? Getting to Prairies is much easier.
See, that sounds a lot like your regicide plans and that kind of stuff, what you're known
No.
for. And honestly, I thought what you're known for is kind of lame.
No. It's
Okay,
not.
have you killed any,
Kings?
big bad-
No.
No.
Neither
we
have
haven't
we!
killed kings!
Neither
We
have
haven't
we.
done that!
The reports say otherwise.
Okay, well, do you want to go to hell with us?
Alright, well, you know what? You want to go to hell?
How do you feel about that, huh?
We're going to go
Are you going to
rescue...
fight normal people in hell?
No, we're going
Who are
to...
you fighting in hell?
Pit fiends!
We're fighting pit fiends and also rescuing Mente
Prairies.
and our friend Silas. Mente's in hell.
Silas,
Oh, right, you know Silas.
the homeless guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
this guy. That's another thing.
You
You're
said-
going to hell to
That's
rescue
another thing.
Mente, Myandros, and Silas, the homeless guy. Two
And-
homeless
Okay,
people.
fine, but
Along
we
the way-
some really bad dragon in hell or
Is
something.
a dragon in hell?
There is, we have met a
The
dragon in hell.
particular idea
Well, not Tiamat, we met another
No, we met another dragon.
wasn't.
You're going to go fight it?
No.
No.
I thought we were gonna
But we-
kill Prairis
guys.
and then go to hell and kill her
We're not
demon
killing
We have to
form.
kill her twice.
We have to kill her twice. But we said we were going to Kinzoku first.
We have to go to Kentucky.
Right, but after that,
Nerd.
when we go to hell,
Bigger thing.
Because the nerd is supplying.
we were going to
for-
be killing
yeah.
Prairis Guardvia in hell. If you wanted to be there for
You,
that.
if you help us with Kinzoku, you can help us with Paris.
Okay, well, I was on board until you framed it like that.
Okay,
No,
I'm
no, no,
kidding.
no,
Or
I'm
one of
joking.
the
You
other.
can just come along and help kill Prairis.
Well, if you
Okay.
need help, I won't say no. Maybe. Depends if I can get away.
We need help with all of it.
I mean, we have plenty.
Look, I can't be a part of any
Don't say we have
assassination
plenty.
attempt, so if
We're
you
not
get
doing
rid of
any-
the prime and...
Technically, Kenzoku's already dead, so.
Yeah,
no one's
really,
gonna
there's
miss
nothing
him
to
again.
lose there.
I'm not going to be a part of any assassination. That's the
We're
one
not
thing
trying
I've
to
been told to stay away from.
Wow,
That's
that's a very
fair.
low bar. Yeah.
Well, why
But
don't you
he's
just
not
change
like
into a
that.
different person than change back?
So
She switches into you. I'm you, but I can hit you.
But he's dead
Hard.
already. He's literally dead. Everybody thinks he's dead.
So what you're saying is, if we go take care of the nerd, and then we go...
I really don't care for fighting nerds.
Right. And then we go
That's why you don't
kill
like
Khriss.
We get along.
Then we'd send you a message.
Sure.
You meet us somewhere.
Yeah, do you have a way for me to get there?
Yes.
I look in the kitchen towards Khallies.
Oh, you want to bring her too?
Well, she's been quite
No,
helpful.
but
She's
I thought we
gone.
were used to
Okay.
The Valora herb.
Okay, out of the two of you, she went up to Arkansas and helped.
Well, I wasn't invited, was I?
You didn't want to go down to Lemon?
I heard all about Christmas. I heard I wasn't invited to Christmas.
I'm sorry.
Truthfully, Khallies wasn't invited to Christmas either. She just showed up.
no,
She was Santa.
we did invite her.
We did no. She said, "What are you doing?" We said, "Hey, we're out here kind of dying." And she said, "All right, give me a minute. I'll be
You
there."
guys left all your shoes and socks at home.
Yes.
And she was like, guys, you can't leave these here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what's been up with us. What have you been up to?
Training. You know, the usual.
Yeah, Khallies said you were going to overtake your mom.
Trying to. Been trying to.
Is that like not harking back on anything, but does that have to do with any issues?
Other than just proving that I'm ready to take over.
it's part of the monastery, like the hierarchy. Now.
Yes. I'm first dragon, and she is. I'm first tiger. She's first dragon.
You're
So-
trying to.
Yes, she
Go
is.
up the
She is
next
the
tier.
Iron Wake at the moment, and I wish to take that title from her.
What happens after she is taken down from?
She gets to retire and spend time at home.
So really,
that'll
this
be
is
nice.
a big old ploy for her to be able to spend time at home with you.
Look, do you really want to find subtext here? Like, we could go at script analyzing all day.
It was just merely a question.
But I think you get the gist.
It was just a question. I'm interested. I want to know more
She
about
needs to
Mom.
retire. She's old.
She needs to spend more time with me, is what I just said.
Wow.
I mean,
A lovely
do you not
home
want to
you
spend
have.
time with your family?
No, I'm not.
No.
No, I do. That's not what I'm talking about. Valora was just making fun of us, so I'm making fun
So
of her.
is that why you're training against him? Is that why you can be strong enough to beat your mom?
He used to be one of the dragons till Mom usurped him.
So if you can beat an old dragon, you can beat the old dragon.
He's
to
helping me
become-
train.
That's what I'm saying. Is
Yes,
it like
you've
beat the
understood
old
the
dragon
training.
so you can
Is
beat the old
there-
dragon to become the new dragon instead of the old dragon?
You have aptly described training.
Is this like a you get one attempt at it, or
No, it's a multi thing, but honestly, I don't want to embarrass myself again.
Have you tried doing this before?
Twice.
Twice.
Yes. Winning the Champion's Pursuit was supposed to be a symbol of that readiness, but I didn't. So I train. Herb.
Sorry, we really wish you had one.
Honestly.
Me too.
Honestly.
We really do.
Well, I didn't have the evil twin brother hiding as a weird bald man with a mustache, did I?
no? But I wish you had. Would've been better than what I did have.
Right. Well, I had Herb. Herb probably would have killed the king anyway.
You know, if he could have disguised himself, why didn't he give himself
Why am I
Her,
catching
the
shit?
only one who wasn't there to kill the king.
the one who is actively streaming it?
Yeah.
At a
Live
bar.
streaming it at a sports bar? Yeah.
Turned it into a sports bar.
Yeah.
Invented the first sports bar.
What's it called?
Buffalo.
Concert.
Well, this is all terribly interesting.
Really good.
But
Thank you.
right. Eventually, at this point, Khallies comes out with the food that has been prepared. It is all served to you. Loosely, what you asked for. Kind of. It was a lot to order with all of you there, and a cup of water for Xanath. I'm feeling rather dry.
Just pour it over his head.
If you could moisturize my scalp.
I'm thirsty.
So, I will say, you know. as barring Khriss being a kind of limiting factor here in the fact that we're kind of short on time today, I think this is going to be a point where we're going to end tonight's episode. I know it was a bit of a short one, but I think you know what? Picking up next time with whatever Khriss is doing.
We'll continue dinner conversation while he's having
Exactly.
doing that, you know?
Exactly. So, with that being said, happy 4th of July.
Yeah.
Remember
America!
this? America. We got everything that you need as an American.
Everything that...
It's mostly the football, if I'm honest.
This is it. This is just what it means to be American.
Yeah. Cowboy hat football. Got it.
Cowboy hat football.
Yep.
And...
the revolver. And the ever-looming eye over your shoulder.
Oh, it's out of frame.
Yeah. Oh, is it out of frame?
No, and just keep him there.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
Peek him. I don't know where you got this. Honest to God. Who the hell wrote this? Anyway, so, do you want to say anything before we have to go?
Yeah.
Use the freedom of America to follow us on social media.
Hey.
At the Wayward 7.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
I love
I'm not your brother.
I'm your... Mother.
No, I don't want to be that
Mother,
either.
brother. Anyway, I think the point we're trying to say is we're wrapping up. Subscribe. Happy America Day.
You
Be
are
free.
You are free to subscribe.
Free to
At any
subscribe.
time.
And
subscribing is free.
It
So
is.
like, why not?
And follow us on our socials, TikTok, Instagram. You said that pretty damn well. And I think that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode. And we'll see you all next time on
the Wayward
The
7.
Wayward 7. Good night, everybody.
Under the full moon we stand, time slips away like rain so sad. In the path of the falling sun, our endless race has just begun. Steps on the pavement, shadows chase me down. Heartbeat racing in this sleepless town. Minutes turned to hours, can't escape the grind. Running through the maze in the back of my mind. Hands are fading, moving, but I'm standing still. Climbing uphill against my will. Seconds slipping by like sand through glass. Caught between the future and the past. Under the full moon we stand. Time slips away like grains of sand. In the path of the fallen sun, our endless race has just begun. Chasing daylight, but the night returns. Candles flicker while the fire burns. Every moment fleeting, can't rewind. Lost within the corridors of time. Running out of endless time, it seems. Bound by threads of forgotten dreams. Ticking clocks echo in my ear. Facing down the countdown of our fears. Under the full moon we stand. Time slips away like grains of sand. In the path of the fallen sun, our endless race has just begun.